That's equal to 4010.4 hours of anime. While walking down life, many times we tend to find something that renders purpose to our life and opens up that door for us. Common sense says you should immediately grab onto that, and so did I. What did I find? Anime changed my life, or rather should I say it saved me. But that's a topic for another day. Today we will be discussing how I watched 4000 hours of anime. Or maybe 3500. Okay, wait. It wasn't a clickbait. I'll be explaining everything, so stick till the end of the video. Now, today that I look back, I realized I had watched and loved anime since childhood, without knowing that it was anime, obviously. Doraemon, Shin-chan, Hagemaru, Kikbits, Ninja Hattori, Kuchitani. I thought they were all cartoons, even though they somehow hit different, even back then. It wasn't before 17 that I came across the term anime. Yeah, I feel betrayed. I started watching anime consciously at the middle of 2017 when I was in my 12th grade preparing for my ISC. That will be the end of high school for you if you are an Westerner. But the start of me getting into anime started 1 year prior to that, in the year of 2016. Now here in India we have a few niche cartoon channels that generations of kids have been watching. Those are like Pogo, Cartoon Network, Disney, Hangama. But in something around 2014-2015, a new cartoon channel was on the rise. Its name was Sonic. This Sonic XD used to broadcast very good and unique cartoons. Some of them were definitely like cartoons, but some of them were what we know today is called anime. Back then I didn't have any idea what anime was. Though I was growing up watching tons of anime, I didn't know what anime was. Now the animes which were broadcasted on Sonic were targeted at a little bit higher age range of audience. There wasn't any fan service or like for example, if Doraemon is targeted to a age range of say 7 to 9, then it was targeted for an age range of 12 to 14, and hence there was much more action, emotional elements and those stuff involved in that. And the anime name was Zatchbell. Zatchbell was practically my first shonen series ever. No, not first. Maybe like, okay, later on I will be saying another name. That was my first shonen ever. Zatchbell was properly my first action shonen ever. And yeah, I loved it. I fucking loved it. For a while I couldn't just get it out of my head, but eventually like this Sonic channel which was available for free went on for a paid subscription service, and within our package Sonic wasn't available. And now coming to 2016, during this time I was very much into Marvel cartoons, especially Ultimate Spider-Man. Now the episodes for Ultimate Spider-Man and all other Marvel cartoons didn't air here in India at the same pace as it did in America. And here the seasons were very slow, the episodes weren't coming out, and I had to rewatch the same episodes again and again and again and again. Naturally, I was bored. And so before saying the next part, I have to say something. Before the age of 16, I never owned any mobile devices. Even to get my mother's old mobile as my mobile, I had to wait till the age of 18. And during this time that I'm talking about, when I they watched Ultimate Spider-Man on TV and I got bored of it eventually. Luckily, simultaneously during this time, for study purposes, I was allowed to take a hold of my mother's tablet, which was a Samsung tablet, and it was the first Android device that I owned in my entire life. And so naturally, what a teenager would do, I did the same. I said to my mother, Mother, please give me your tablet, I want to study. And I took it and watched Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, I watched cartoons. But wait, Ultimate Spider-Man was an awesome cartoon. Ultimate Spider-Man had got somewhat like 120-ish episodes, and I completed all of them within a week. After that, I was in a big problem. What to watch next? And that was the time when I remembered, oh, there was this one cartoon called Sasquatch which I liked in my preteen years. I can watch that. And so I started watching Sasquatch in Hindi dub. Yeah, Hindi dub. Hindi is the most common language used here in India. And I continued watching Sasquatch in Hindi dub for a while on a website which did a very good job back then of uploading the childhood nostalgic cartoons in Hindi dub. They did a very good job of that for a while, and I had watched all the episodes of Sasquatch that had been dubbed in Hindi, which was like 50-60 episodes, something like that. Now that website got shut down after a while. I had completed all the episodes of Sasquatch Hindi dub, and I was rewatching them continuously, and eventually I got bored of that as well. And then after that I came to know that Sasquatch continued even after that. I thought that the seasons had ended there, but now I have to watch that in English dub. I was accustomed to watching TV shows and cartoons in English. Now anime is such a thing that before you realize, you will see that you are ready to do anything to consume that piece of content. And that's practically how people switch from dub to sub and from sub to manga. Naturally, you won't get all the episodes for any series in dub. I was crazily watching Sasquatch like day and night. I used to tell my mom that, mother, please give me the tablet. I want to study now. I have to study for my entrance examinations. And I used to say that and take the tablet. And instead of studying, I spent hours into the night watching Sasquatch. That was the beginning of my binging anime. That was the beginning of the paradise that I will be in for the next year. But before that, a shock was yet to come for me. So I was watching Sasquatch like crazy day and night in English dub, and soon, naturally, even the episodes dubbed in English came to an end. After the English dub had finished, naturally, I hesitated a bit, but then I switched to sub, and for the first time, I was introduced to Kobo anime. Right, I was getting into the core of anime now. Like, I was properly getting into anime now without knowing anything about anime. Oh, even back then I didn't know that Sasquatch was anime, but I had come across the term anime by then. For the first time I was introduced to Kobo anime, the website where like my whole watching anime will be based on in the future. After this, I started watching Sasquatch in sub. Of course, I had problems in the beginning. I thought, what is this language? And surprisingly, but now not so surprisingly, soon enough, I got accustomed to that. And now that I was getting accustomed to that, I kind of feel like, like I kind of like this better than what I liked in Hindi dub and English dub. Then the shock will come after this. One day, I got caught watching Sasquatch, and naturally, all my access to tablet and internet were cut off after that for the next few months. But the real thing will come after this. A few months later, when this effect had worn down quite a bit, one day I said my mother, listen mom, my studies are impossible without a tablet and an internet. I need my study materials, and by God's grace I say that I will never do anything like that again. I will study properly. And because like quite a long time had passed by then, my mother was cooled down and she said okay. She finally agreed to that, and thus I started watching Sasquatch, and thus I completed Sasquatch at a point of time. And after that, for some time I kept on rewatching all the Sasquatch episodes, and then I remembered that oh, there's this another cartoon that I really loved watching when I was even smaller, and it was Detective Conan. Through Detective Conan, I will be slowly, consciously be knowing what anime is, and I will be slowly consciously getting into the world of anime. And so I completely got into Detective Conan as well, and as usual, then I slowly, once the English dub had ended, I shifted to English sub. The duration of my watching anime also was increasing gradually, and I watched till episode 630. I think I watched till movie 15. My ear completely got stabilized with, or I should say used to, the Japanese language. If Sasquatch was the epilogue to me becoming a weeb, Detective Conan was probably the start of it. From Detective Conan I will be just keeping on forwarding more and more. And so with Detective Conan I started falling into the world of anime, and I never stopped. After that I heard about One Piece and I started watching One Piece, and I completely fell in love. I was completely trapped, and I knew that I could never escape this ever again. I was enjoying my life crazy at that time. So yeah, I completed the entirety of what was available for One Piece at that point of time, which is till episode 780, just after Dressrosa, within 1 month. And after completing One Piece, I thought I should watch some romance anime, and I started watching with Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, or My Little Monster, an amazing anime. I completely recommend it. And after that I kept on watching and watching and watching and watching and watching and watching, and I could never stop again. Yeah, that was pretty much how I completely fell into the world of anime and became a complete otaku. During that period I watched anime for something like 18-19 hours per day, and that would be something between 35 to 40 episodes per day. All day what I did was sit with my tablet in hand like this, pretending to study. But what I did was watch anime. I watched each and every genre of anime and appreciated them all. Name whatever you want: action, shonen, seinen, shoujo, adventure, mystery, comedy, harem, ecchi, romance, everything. And each of them had their own charms. That is what one of the best things about anime. It has got anything and everything that you desire, and in the best way possible. So now it's time for the real thing. I'm gonna go to my MyAnimeList account, and here it is. My PFP name is Riju-kun. Here it is, Riju-kun's profile. As you can see, I have watched a total of 167.1 days of anime. Total entries 461. I've completed 423 anime series, currently watching 9. On hold 19 series, and plan to watch 10. This I had added to the list way back, but for some reason I haven't completed watching them yet. Number of episodes 10,183. I recently completed watching 10,000 anime episodes, and last updated July 31, which is today's August 2nd. So last updated was 2 days ago, which will change by today midnight, because today I have completed watching another one. Okay, let me just update it. It is season 2 of Isekai Mao and harem anime series. Completed watching the season 2 today only. Oh my god, it's a good series. Why rate it so low? Yeah. Okay, so completed.
What we do here is go back.
Great. And yeah, that's it. Why do people like to give such low ratings? I don't know. As you can see, I like to give high ratings to my animes. And why will I not? The creators spend so much time making them. I believe like making an anime, creating an anime is much harder than creating a film. Yeah, I might be wrong, but common sense says that should be the case because you have to animate, you have to draw panel by panel, and yeah, that's a hard thing to do. What do people like? People like to act like specialists of something. People overestimate themselves. So yeah, I gave a pretty high ratings to my anime. Personally, I think every anime has got something to offer, and till now I haven't watched a single anime that has gone out of that rule, and I have personally enjoyed at least some part of each and every anime, and I have got something valuable in each and every anime. Each and every anime has got something to offer, and therefore I never rate an anime lower than 7. Yeah, the minimum rating that I give an anime is 7. And if I like that anime, and if I like an anime very much, I rate it a 9. And if I love it, I rate it a 10. Because, of course, that's normal things, right? No IMDb standards. I'm a simple man. So yeah, as you can see, I have got a pretty high min score of 9.10. So let's come to the calculation part here. As I had claimed at the beginning of the video that I have completed watching 4,000 hours of anime, let's do some calculations. Overall, I have watched 157.1 days of anime. So 167.1 days of continuous anime. So that's 24. That's equal to 4,010.4 hours of anime. So I could have made that in up at that and say hence proof, but that's not the case because if you for the animes, if you like skip the ending part and the epilogue and the prologue parts, like if you skip the unnecessary parts, an anime episode on average is of length 20 minutes. So when this says 177.1 days of anime, it's counting in those unnecessary parts as well. Of course, I don't skip the openings, so that counts as well. I never skip openings. Yeah, I'm a cultured man. So I will take the average a little less. It should be 22 minutes, but I'll be taking the average a little less. So let's calculate here. This time I'll be calculating by number of episodes. So I've watched 10,183 episodes. Into I'll be taking the average count a little low, 20 minutes per episode. So that makes it 203,650 minutes. That divided by 60, you'll get the number of hours. 3,394 hours. Now, hold on. So it says that I watched a total of 3,394 hours of anime. Now hold on, alright, hold on. It was in the clickbait. Let me say why. Within these 10,183 episodes, there are many movies in there. Not many, like not hundreds of, because hundreds of movies, but there are considerable amounts of movies. So each of that movie has got a length of at least 1 to 2 hours. So that will bring up the count by a considerable amount. And I have forgotten to tell you one other thing, which I'll mention now. So basically, this is not all of what I have watched till now, but the real count should be much higher. But because I had opened this My Anime List account much late, so I forgot. I basically forgot many of what I had watched up till that point, and I couldn't just list them here. So yeah, if they were all listed here, this count would have gone much higher, and the total number of hours that I have watched and the total number of days that I've watched anime would have been much higher than this, and probably it would have not only crossed 4,000 hours, but probably it would have crossed 4,500 hours. So yeah, that makes it lazy, right? One day I wanna watch all anime world has to offer. And so in the end, I want to say I want to share with you all my anime watching experience over these past few years, and I am still trying to figure out the best way to do that, because anime reviews are no longer relevant on YouTube. So I want to do something a bit different, but still through that I want to share with you all my anime watching experience and all. So I am still trying to figure out the best way for that, and I want you to tell me what you want to watch on this channel. And so yeah, welcome to the community, stay with me, and I'm looking forward to the times together talking about the thing that we both of us love, that is anime and manga and otaku culture and all of that. Oh, also I didn't record the animes that I used to watch as a child, like Doraemon, Shin-chan, Ninja Hattori, Kitretsu, Hagemaru, Ushikami. If I did, this number of hours might have shot straight up to 6,000. So yeah, I was more than